Hello, IK here. Welcome to React Redux Delete. Delete, it is fourth last features in our application, in our tree application. Uh, One application is with the mock server, remote mock server, no Redux, it is 470. 454 application is Redux, no mock server, but exists Redux. Data is in memory of our computer. And the Tank 1 application, mock server, remote mock server, data on remote mock server, and with Redux. Two applications with Redux, one application without Redux. Delete. Click on button delete. Here it is. All three situations starting with button delete. It is our action. It is our interaction with user interface. Delete. In application 470 without Redux, on-click event call event handler. Name is handle delete. And handle delete contact mock server, request, send request to mock server, delete request, and response data, what would be returned by promise object, response data go like a parameter to set post. And immediately, it is very interesting when you look at set post here. In a parameter of set post, we have filters, and filter is a method of post. Filter create a new array, complete new array. How? That filter that remove post what we delete. All posts go ahead in a new post, and except post what we delete, what satisfy conditions post ID equal ID. And okay, it is finished. Finished process delete. Finished with set post. And here in 454 with Redux, again, we click on button delete. And we call post remote on click handler. But post remote is only some separate by concern. It is only function what use here to dispatch post delete. That function dispatch post delete, and post delete here is one action object. Dispatch one action object post delete. It is and only one action object, because we are in single thread, JavaScript single thread. Redux all understand all in this thread. We don't go asynchron. Data go in Redux directly from React and in memory of our computers. And it's all finished with dispatch post delete, dispatch action post delete. And of course, if you want to see post delete, you look at in post slice. Post slice is reducer, and all finished in reducer. In reducer, we have a immutable way of changes global state post. And here in tank one, we have mock server, data on remote mock server. We have Redux, and here difference is only what we on click. After on click, we immediately, look at here, we immediately don't create separate function handler, event handler, but we immediately on click, we call arrow function in body of that dispatch handle delete post. Dispatch handle delete post. It is uh, uh, it is in beginning and end and the end. Handle delete, it is tank here, and the tank function dispatch to action type pending and action type fulfilled, or rejected if something get wrong. Okay, again, from left to right. First application finished in set post. Second, one action object to reducer. And in a reducer would be immutable way mutate, change post state, global post state. And in a third, right, tank one application, React Redux, we have button delete and dispatch handle delete, like in in the middle application here. But here the tank is, we dispatch tank, and the tank dispatch to object, to action object, pending type and fulfilled or rejected type action. Okay, it's all. Look at here, all three application, and ask yourself if you see something that is interesting to ask yourself. For example, button on click here in application 454 call post remove. But in tank one, we call on click, we call arrow function. It is shorter. It is shorter on click call arrow function, and in arrow function call handler. Call dispatch handle, but to call function like post remove, and in post remove call dispatch, it is only separation by concern. It is process separation by concern. It is better visibility, better mentability when we have a separate function like post remove. And then it is better for mentability. Then here in tank one, on click call arrow function, and immediately in body of arrow function call dispatch. Okay, very, very important created diagram. My screen is small, and you have a bigger, you have bigger paper. On the paper, you can stack paper to paper and have a big paper like you want, and with Flowmaster or some pen, what you want, visible, you can create this diagram, and not only diagram of concretely focus on here button delete, but also diagram of context around that, and it would be very for that you need a very big uh, paper, and I said you can stack paper to paper and have a big as you need. I learn like that. I learn software like I learn electronics, follow wires. And software is finished. This our software is finished in hardware, finished in wire and switches, and it is the same. It is the same. It is electronics, elements. It is logical elements, and it is processor. And every of our coding, scripting finished in processor. And it is very logical to create diagram like we create diagram of electronics elements. Here it is future and also logic elements, calling, follow wire, find the wire in software, follow that wire and draw it wire on the paper. Big as you need, big. On the table or on the floor, on the wall. It is not important. Important is that you have all diagram in one paper. That you have one drawing for all your application. One drawing for all your application. And compare different application, different drawing, and compare and learning like that. Learning like that, and understand like that, and have that drawing you will have in your head, and you can code that you can code that application. Understand you all complete drawing, and you have that in your head, image of that drawing, image of that application. Application have drawing and logical drawing. Every application is logical, and Boolov logical, if you want concretely, Aristotle logic, and also it is image. That drawing is image of application, picture of application, and if we understand, it is in our head. Drawing is a story. Every application is a story, and story is a very uh, complement to our head understanding. Our head likes story because a story there is a logic, and head, our head remember, memorize story, and every story is wire from person to person, from event to event, from action to action. We can also, every story we can draw diagram, and big writers with big with the big novels, create that novels by diagram on the wall, persons. Without it, if you write some book 1 year, 2 years, you cannot follow role persons in actors in your book without drawing on the wall, drawing on the lot of papers, big paper map of persons in that novel, and also in software. Convert software in a story and story in diagram. Also, I does also with electronics. It is the same. Software and hardware is one. At last, in working as one. Software when working in work is real switching on off of a lot of switches in processors. Okay, and electronics, that processor talk to us story. Every novel we can translate in application. Okay, thank you for watching this video.